All right, let's go over your theory first. So everything is good in that bar. All good here. So technically this should be labeled C7 no 5 if you're going to go with that, because there's no fifth interval involved. Same thing here, that would be a C7 sus2 no 5. But there is definitely a way to have the fifth interval involved. Let's see if you can figure that out. So add the fifth interval back into the C7 sus2. Yeah, everything is good here. Right? Yes. Okay. No. No. This chord right here. I thought there's something else besides, or bleh, before we get to that last bar. So yeah, that's a C sus4, which is the easier way of doing that, which is basically, this is what you would end up with following the steps of changing that chord. So remember, when we go to make the sus2 and the sus4, we've got to go the easiest route possible, which means we go to the starting point. So when we go to make the C sus4, we're not looking at it as changing the C sus2 to the C sus4. We're looking at changing the C major chord to the C sus4. So following the steps of finding what needs to be changed and raising the note up to the next note in key, you would be taking both of the E notes in this shape, raising it up to the F, and you'd wind up with this. So following the easiest route of changing only what needs to be changed, you would have ended up with this C sus4 here. Now this is one way of doing the C sus4. You just have the fifth interval played twice instead of the fourth. But this chord right here, that is not what we're supposed to have. We do not have the seventh interval involved anymore. So that chord needs to be fixed. See down here. See if that's fine there. Now, this looks like, okay, so this is not an E sus4 flat 5. It needs to be, but that's not what you have. So that needs to be fixed. That's good. This is incorrect. We need an E7 sus flat 2 flat 5. So the name is what we want, but that's not what you have. Here, which is actually what, just kind of the same thing up here. Following the steps of starting at your E diminished and then raising the next note up to the very next note in key, you would have ended up with this shape here, giving us the E sus4 flat 5. So that's basically already given that answer away. So this is not an E sus4 flat 5. That is, but we need the seventh, or in this case, the flat seventh interval involved. So that's incorrect. So the chords that need correction, this one. In fact, let me just, I'll leave it like this. So we got to correct this. So the last chord in bar 21. Let's add the fifth interval into the C7 sus2. What you have here for the E7 or the E sus4 flat 5 is incorrect. The E7 sus flat 2 flat 5 is incorrect. And that is definitely an E sus4 flat 5, but that is not the chord we're supposed to have here. So when you're making these two, best to start with that. Start with that, and then follow the steps we got to do. But because the E sus flat 2 flat 5 here, that already involved a bunch of extra stuff because of the open string involved, no, that's right. Yeah, you got that right. Yeah, it's still best to start with that guy. You might end up with a big chord. But yeah, start with this guy and start following the steps you need to in order to create that. So you got to have all four intervals involved, the 1, flat 2, flat 5, and the flat 7. So yeah, it might end up being a much bigger chord than you were expecting. Bigger meaning lots of extra strings. Well, lots of extra. 1 or 2 more strings. So, go ahead, make those corrections, send it back. Let's get to demonstrating the new stuff. So hammer-ons, pull-offs, fancier hammer-ons, pull-offs, palm mute accent pattern, and the newest finger tapping. All right, let's double check our volume here. Yeah, that seems fine. Okay, number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4. $180. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Going the wrong way. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 240. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeats. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo. All right, number 2. 60. 1, 2, 3, 4. One 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. $180. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. $240. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeats. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ow. Number 3. Down picking. 1, 2, 3, 4. $90. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, finger tapping. 180 is the goal. Just take it one bar at a time. So first bar, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, and then 2 bars at a time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, then 3 bars. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now everything. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Something else you might want to do. Oh, come on. Something else you might want to do is focus on that. Just those 2 bars. The reason why is because of the left-hand transition that needs to happen. So you might want to focus on that as a separate thing as well. Okay? Any questions come up, let me know. I'll see you again next week.